I haven't skated in a pair of Nike shoes for over 10 years when the Janoskis were blowing up and everyone was just skating them. So for some reason, Nike was never on my radar until I bought a pair of these shoes just for wearing. So these are the GT Blazer Low Pros. I bought the normal Blazers, not the Pros, just for going out or wearing them to work or whatever. But after wearing them for a few months, I thought I should try out the Pro version and try and skate in them. And this light tan color with the white just looks so good to me. So I had to cop this colorway. So these shoes were only $120 Australian, full price. In this day and age, that's pretty cheap for a skate shoe. $120 for a pro Nike shoe is pretty good for me, so that was another big selling point for me. But then also GT, Grant Taylor, he's just such a beast. I can't believe the way he can skate street and then he can skate balls like no one else. Pretty proud to be repping GT on these shoes as well. So a little bit about these shoes. It's a vulcanized shoe, so you're gonna get that flexibility and board feel. It's suede at the front of the toe and then along the sides here, but about halfway through here, it turns into canvas. And this is their version of like a Duro canvas, so it's more breathable and light, but they've got the big tick here that covers it, and then the rubber comes up pretty high, so I don't see you wearing through the canvas heel here at all. One of my favorite things is the tongue straps on the inside, so that's going to keep the tongue centered, plus it's nice and tight when you have your foot in because of those straps. So if you guys end up ripping your laces or anything, those straps will keep your foot in there nice and tight, so your shoe's not going to slip off. So it's got Grant Taylor's name up here with the little racing stripes, as well as in the insole there. Speaking of the insole, it's a fixed insole, so you can't take this out and put your own insole in, so that's worried me. I've never really skated shoes that have a fixed insole. That's the only thing I'm worried about, that doesn't have a removable insole. So I'm about to go and skate right now. I'm going to test out a few things with these shoes. First of all, it's going to be how long they take to wear in, if they're comfortable to wear and to skate in. I want to find out the board feel, so what it's like, if it feels like I'm in control or it feels like I can't even feel my board, but these should be pretty good with their board feel. And then last thing will be the flick. So there's a lot of rubber here. It looks like a really good shoe for flip tricks, so I'm going to see how my flip tricks go and if I can actually do any. I'm not that great at flip tricks, but I want to see how the shoes feel when I'm doing the flip tricks. So as usual, I'm going to put these in the microwave for a minute, put them on, and then go and skate right now. So I'll give you guys my thoughts and my first impressions after warming up with them, and then I'm going to do those tests and get back to you with a full review at the end. Now I could be speaking too soon here, but I feel like I've just found the most perfect shoe. I put these on and they felt comfortable instantly. Like it felt like a pair of shoes I already owned and they were already worn in. So I was super impressed. I feel like these are already more comfortable than Vans. It hurts me to say that because I love skating Vans. I've been skating Vans forever, but there feels like more room here. It doesn't feel like my foot's squished at all. Plenty of room inside, but it's still comfortable. So lots of board feel. I've been skating for like 40 minutes with Jeff and been landing almost everything straight away. So I really like them already. Super good first impressions, but I'm going to step it up a little bit, try and skate some more stuff, and then do a proper review at the end. So stay tuned for the end of the video.
session done.
Alright guys, I'm actually so impressed with these shoes. I haven't found a pair of shoes for years that I've put on, straight away they felt worn in, and they already felt like shoes that were mine. Like they didn't feel brand new. They felt fresh and like crispy, but they didn't feel like I had to break in a new pair of shoes. So I was so impressed with the way they wore in and the way they skated too. I had a lot of board control like I expected. I was skating good. I actually skated for 5 hours straight. Me and Jeff were skating for 5 hours at Sydenham today. That just shows my feet didn't hurt one bit. The sole felt fine. It felt comfortable. And then when it comes to the flip tricks, I feel like the flip tricks are working really well. These aren't worn out at all, but my heel flips I realized were different. I think because the rubber up here is so big and thick around here, and there's nothing else around this back panel, that the rubber just grabs your board, and I was like getting really big popping flicking heel flips. It was crazy. Heel flips and switch heels were going really well. And then the switch tray was first try at the end too, which shows these are really good for flip tricks. So I'm impressed. I'm so impressed. I'm gonna get another pair in a different colorway. So for $120 Australian, that's pretty good for a pro shoe. I'm surprised at that. Surprised how well they wore in, how well they skated. So that was an unexpected surprise of how well these went, but I'm gonna give them like a 4.5 out of 5, which is crazy to me. I didn't expect much from these shoes, but I haven't ridden Nikes for like 10 to 12 years like I already said, and these impressed me a lot. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, check out that New Balance Jamie Foy video right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.